What is up, golf addicts? Pat Perry here with the Tour Junkies, and I am here to give you my favorites to bet for the Zurich Classic presented by Covers.com. And yes, you heard that right. I'm going to focus on the top end of the board here, okay? I'm not going to get too long shot on you, but I'm going to tell you this actually. I'm going to give you a guaranteed win this week. I'm going to give you a guaranteed win. So you're going to want to hear that. But first off, now this is a weird week, okay? We're going to be doing some different content. We're trying out some new things, kind of like the tour did when they started this team event a few years ago, okay? So I think it's going to be kind of interesting. We got some good stuff. DB's got some sleeper plays for you. He's got, some whatever people to avoid. I don't know. He's doing all kinds of stuff. He's full-time DB. He's got a lot of time on his hands to create this kind of content. And you know what? I have a feeling that he is going to fade actually. So one of his players and teams to avoid are going to be one of these plays today. Maybe, or that I'm going to give you. Maybe not. I don't know. But I still want you to go in, comment on those videos and tell you why he's wrong or why he shouldn't fade a guy that Pat was going to play anyway. And maybe he should pay attention more to what Pat says because I'm right more often than he is. I'm going to start, though, near the top of the board at one of my favorite plays, and that is the Tommy Fleetwood, Sergio Garcia team, which is at 16-1. Now, you might be able to find them a little bit better. That's about what I've seen for them as far as the best odds. Now, look, they're actually the sixth favorite on the board, okay? There's only 80 teams here, 160 players. So, I mean, even though these odds may seem a little too short for you, that's just what's going to happen in a week like this when there's only 80 teams. And I love this team of Sergio and Tommy Fleetwood. I mean, Tommy Fleetwood has been playing really well lately. I mean, you look at his last four starts, he's got top 25s in all four of them. Okay. Sergio Garcia has top 35s in his last two starts. They check a lot of boxes on some stats, I guess. But you know what? I really am not going to care a whole lot about stats this week. It's all about team chemistry. It's all about guys that have experience playing in team type events. Fleetwood and Sergio Garcia both do. They got to match well, not only for best ball, but also for alternate shot. I think that's important. I think that's something that people are going to overlook. They're going to see scoring. They're going to look at stats and scoring and par five scoring and blah, 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 blah. But you got to pay attention to alternate shot, okay? That is where the money is going to be made on Sunday, on Friday, for the guys that make the cut. You got to do well at alternate shot. And I think Fleetwood and Garcia are going to play extremely well together. And I'm a big fan of them. So they are my favorite bet on the board as far as, guys that are shorter than maybe 20-1. Okay, moving on to my next favorite play this week, and that is the team of Taylor Gooch and Max Homa. The best odds I've seen for them are right around 28-1, 25-1. I love that number for these two guys. I think, they're two young guns on tour, both dynamic personalities. Well, Max Homa is. I don't know about Taylor Gooch, but they're both very good players. They've been playing extremely well lately. I mean, you look at Taylor Gooch, the guy's been just on the hunt for a win lately. I'm surprised that he hasn't won, but just, one or two times on tour. That sucked. God. So I think with Gooch and Homa, the thing for them is it's just a good pairing. It's a comfortable pairing. They're both like, if you look at this field, there are a lot of guys that don't have, to me, very good partners. Like, they're just like trying to bring like a little brother along or something, or like, they got that little corn fairy guy and they're like, little corn fairy guy, I'm going to help you get on tour. I'm going to bring you up here into the match, into the team play. And here you go. And here you go. I'm going to throw you this bone.
There's your bone.
But I'm not going to win. These are two guys that can win. Taylor Gooch and Max Homa. They both won on tour before. Okay. So don't look at all these other crazy plays. Play the guys that are proven winners on tour, that are out here week in and week out, that are in good form. That's what we're looking for. Okay. That's what we're looking for. I need a sip of wine. Whew. You can only imagine what I'm drinking today. Okay. Now, Here's my last play of the week. All right, let's get into my last play, okay? And this is where the guarantee comes in, all right? And now it's not going to be a win. I'm not guaranteeing a win. Otherwise, what good were my first two picks that I gave you, okay? So, but I do have a guarantee for these guys, and I do think they can win. And this is the team of Terrell Hatton and Danny Willett,
Or Danny Willett.
as I like to say. They are at 35-1. That's the best number I've seen for them. And you know what? I feel like this could be this year's Louis Oosthuizen, Charles Schwartzel combination. Kind of a, wily old veterans maybe on tour, and, guys that are experienced around the world. They're experienced in team events. And Europeans just I feel like they're just born, they come out of the womb and they look for their teammate. And then they're like, okay, we're going to win, because that's what happens. That's why they're so good at the Ryder Cup and things like that. And that, I think this is a great pairing. These are two guys that are in good form. I mean, you look at Terrell Hatton. I mean, the guy has finished T26 or better in 3 of his last four starts. Danny Willett has made the cut in 3 straight starts, which you may say, well, I mean, he's just making the cut. But listen, Danny Willett's kind of been in and out of form the last few years, but he's really found something, I think. Finished T12 at the Masters. I love that about him. I think this is just a great team pairing that is going to get down to the end and not piss it away like that team of Louis Oosthuizen and Charles Schwartzel did last year. I think this is a team could be there right at the end, and I think they can win. But here's the guarantee. Top 10. They are at right around plus 300, plus 275, right in that range. I'm going to guarantee it. I'm throwing the guarantee down. They will finish in the top 10. You heard it here first from Pat Perry of the Tour Junkies. Clip it, record it, do whatever you want to do. Editors, producers, whoever, David, listeners, I don't care. Clip it right now. This is the guarantee. It's a top 10. Okay. Now, that is all I got for my favorites to bet for the Zurich Classic. Make sure you comment on this video and tell me about how wrong DB is about all of his plays, or go over to his videos, because he's got some that are coming out, and let him know, maybe, I don't know, maybe give him a like. I don't care. Give me a lot of likes. That's what I like. Okay. That's all I got. Out.